iPhone 15 Pro is propped up on a candle because I do have a phone case. So I have an update. I'm going to have to take my old Canon, and it's not even old. I just bought it a couple of years ago, but it got broke. It was broken, not by me, but somebody dropped it. It just seems to be the story of my life, people dropping things. So like a silly, like I really should have researched this more. But on Christmas Day, I thought, oh, I'm going to try to order a lens off Temu. And this is a very beautiful lens. Some of the things on Temu are cool. This lens is beautiful. It's like, for me, some things off Temu are cool. Like, in fact, I'm going to share, like, the outfit of the day that I wore from Temu, which had, like, a dupe of Skechers. So, very beautiful lens. It says digital high definition macro Japanese optics. Very beautiful lens. I can appreciate how beautiful this lens is. There's just one caveat to the lens. Let's see. I don't think it's gonna. I wonder if I try to connect it another way. But it looks like, okay, so it unscrews here like this. So this part could go on your camera. I might have to play around with it again, but I don't think it's gonna fit. I'm pretty sure it's not gonna fit on my camera. Because unless I was dreaming yesterday when I looked at it and I didn't look at it closely enough, but I don't know. I could try again, maybe. I don't think it will. I'm pretty sure it's not going to. I thought maybe, am I not screwing? Like, I was thinking, should I try and screw it in? I don't think you can. I mean, I could try, but no, I don't think so. Something got broken and it got dropped. I don't know. I just feel like a part of my camera was broken. Like, I feel like there's part of it where it's not quite right anymore. And I didn't drop it, okay? It wasn't me. So here, I try to maybe here. I'm just being silly here. Playing around with it. This is not gonna work. Macro. So it goes like this. Unless, did it stick? Is it gonna stick? I don't think so. Actually, I felt like it might, but I might be hurting my camera. Are you a UFO? I don't know what to tell you, friend. If you're a UFO, I'm a mad scientist, and I am not a scientist. These UFO people, we know that there's UFOs, okay? It's not a secret. But I think the government's doing it, okay? Like, and I've thought that for years because I lived in the mountains over the desert facing side of the mountain. And we saw things like drones for like ever, like in Area 51. And I feel like, okay, maybe this is my hot take, But you know what? Yoko Ono and John Lennon talked about seeing things in the night made in India. Well, India is a very populous country, so I'm sure India does test things. All the governments test things, friends. Like, they're all gonna test things. I'm afraid. Move this, because I wonder. Let's see. Could it? It looks super out of focus. I don't think it will. Let's see. It had a lens on it. It's a beautiful camera. Poor thing. It's broken. It's sad. But okay, I can hold the lens on and it still takes a picture, but it's a broken camera. Crying for him. Trying to see what I can do. I love this lens, but I don't think it's gonna work. Unless maybe sometimes I'm stubborn. I know that this is probably not gonna fit. Although sometimes when I kind of go like that, I feel like maybe it could, but it might just be me and my wishful thinking. I don't think it can, because this one, yeah, it's completely different type of lens. I don't even think. Yeah, this one, it's a beautiful lens, but I'm going to give this to my dad because he has some digital cameras. This is a beautiful lens. He has some digital cameras that he got by accident or something. Because he always says, oh, you not join the technology age. Except the technology age joined him by surprise. Because he does not love computers. Computers would take his tools away. And he would not have a cell phone. Oh no. Alonzi. Look, it has a cute little bag that comes with it. So I'm going to give this to him. He loves stuff like this. So this lens, I'll give to him. I do have the lens that came with the camera. And it's still very beautiful. But it's very broken because somebody dropped it, which I'm not a fan of. I'm like, they dropped it and it like cracked it. So this is the lens that actually came with this camera. So I wonder, unless I'm just maybe, you shouldn't have to hold the camera though. And I took a picture of my kitchen. How fun. Let's see. I feel like, I wonder if I could. This is the problem. So it got snapped off, like you can't, like you feel like it's gonna be on for half a second, but you would have to hold it the whole time. And then you could put it in video shoot. It's very confused. It thinks there's no lens on here. So, I don't want to hurt it any more than I have. It's been hurt. So, you know what though? I think the peg is supposed to be right there. So I wonder if just kind of hold it set here. It is a beautiful camera. It's having a bit of a moment. Like, look, it got dropped. Look at the poor thing. It got dropped right there. You know, I didn't drop it. Not happy with the person who dropped it. Oh my goodness. I had only used it 3 times too before this happened. That's usually my luck, right? Well, I'm not the one that broke it. Actually, I'm afraid to put it down because, see, you have to kind of. It needs to go to the camera shop. That's it. It's a beautiful camera, but I keep trying to think I can fix it on my own, but I'm like, you know, I need to go camera shop and get it fixed or renode. Alright. So I think I'm going to go maybe tomorrow because I've been procrastinating the poor baby camera. Happy New Year, everybody. Ooh, coffee. Because, you know, I always like coffee. Ooh, pineapple. Because I don't want to get sick. Everybody, their brother, thinks it's such a great idea to go out. I ate some apples this morning too. But they're like, ew, I have the flu. And I must go out. I'm like, stay home. You're sick. You don't need to go out and go around being people. I'm like, really? Are you kidding me, guys? People just, they're so funny. They're like, I'm going to go out and about and I'm sick. And I'm like, stay the flippy floppy home. Like, really. You don't need to go out if you're sick up. Nobody wants a sick Sally running around the valley. Ooh, I came up with a new one. I'm always coming up with new rhymes. Nobody wants a sick Sally running around the San Bernardino Valley. Sick Sally should stay home till she's better. But no, it's like all these Trumpy wumpies. They think that, I don't know what it is. It's just like, oh, I'm sick and you can't keep me in because during COVID I had to stay in. You can't make me stay inside. I don't care if I have the flu. I'll spread it all around. I'm like, oh my goodness. And I'm not even trying to be political here, but people literally said that to me. Like, I had somebody tell me that it violated their constitutional rights to have to wear a mask. So now, like, even though we know, like, maybe being out and being sick isn't good, because when I got really sick a year ago, I didn't go out and about. I stayed home. But what do I know? I don't want to rain on anybody's fun time parade. You know, you want to get everybody sick. Yay. But I just don't, I don't advise it. Like, if you feel sick, your tummy aches, stay home. You don't need to go out and about. Like, there's literally, like, in Southern California, maybe some people do, but in Southern California where I live, you don't need to go out if you're sick. You can stay home, please. I like to be home anyway if I don't have to go anywhere. Like, I go to the store a little bit, but I don't need the food. These pineapples are really good. I usually like fresh pineapple better, but this is pretty good. Yeah, this is not bad. This is a really good pineapple. I used to cut up pineapples all the time. I should start cutting up pineapples again. That's really good. I get excited by simple things like pineapple. I'm gonna have to translate what you're saying later, because all I know is it says something about America. I'm not really sure. I'll have to translate you later, okay? Okay. Ooh, look, it's my favorite thing. Wow. Oh no, this coffee filter looks a little sad. Gotta perk them back up. Good sign. And I don't feel like grinding coffee because I still have a whole bunch of coffee beans, but we're gonna try this one. I got this for Christmas. It's if it's product of Brazil, why does it have an American flag on it? It's super confusing. I don't know. Like, it's product of Brazil. It has an American flag on it. That's very silly. I think the coffee bags have an identity crisis. Ooh, I like the way it looks though inside. It's really beautiful. This is like when I grind up, because I have coffee. Like one of my favorite ones that I have right now. I still have a really big bag of the Starbucks coffee that we got from Costco. And I love to grind my coffee fine. I love a fine ground coffee because it's just... I would like to try chai. I need to try chai. Chai would be beautiful to try. I haven't had a lot of chai. For some reason, I don't know why. I don't know why, but I haven't had a lot of chai. I should. Okay, so I just kind of eyeball it. But this is a real... I do like right off the bat, sees. I tend to make coffee a little too strong for some people. Yeah, it is really pretty. I love how finely ground this coffee is. Like A+ on their grinding technique. Because I hate when you open a bag. Oh, you know what I've discovered? These hair clips. These hair clips that I have. I don't like. Like these come with some different hair accessories I have. And I don't like this particular kind of hair clip. But it has a new wonderful second life. It's a coffee clothes thing. So hair clips. If you're a hair girly with super long hair and you have some hair clips that you don't like, my pro tip is to turn them into food clips. Are you Ching? What is Ching? I don't know what Ching is. What's Ching? Is that a new thing? Is that like a new thing that... Are you Chang? Is that like a new thing that the frenzies are doing? Hi. I mean, I'll have to translate some of this stuff because I don't understand everything you're saying, guys and friends. But I'll translate you later. You can translate me, though. I need to put a translator on my phone. But I don't have an automatic... Like, when I do respond to comments, I use the Google Translate. But if you don't understand me, you can put on the little Google Translate and you can understand what I'm saying. So I'm gonna fill up. I like to rinse out my coffee pot. Actually, I really need to put them. Happy New Year to you too, everybody. Okay, I need to put them. Oh yes, I love these glasses. I ordered them online from Abby, ABBEY. Yeah. There's a glass website online. I think actually it was during the Panini in 2020. There was this company that reached out to me saying, do you want a free pair of glasses? Like, I just had to do a video about them. And I actually have a video on my other channel that I did many years ago. Well, 4 years ago to be exact. So here's our coffee boy. I always call it coffee boy. I don't know why, but I just love to. Also, one of my favorite little stores to go to that's fun is Dollar Tree, and I call that Dollar Tree Boy. I'm going to make coffee. Yes, I drink coffee all the time. All the time. I love coffee. I drink it, like, all the time. It's so yummy. some of this polar seltzer water that I need to finish up. These are yummy. It's like it's a plant-based, it's a sugar-free water. I love coffee, you get subs. How does that work? Because you love coffee, I love coffee. Like, do we all, like, do we start a coffee club together? That could be fun. What's your favorite kind of coffee? What's your favorite coffee, friends? By the way, I don't really believe in like New Year's resolutions, because I just believe that if you're happy, you should try to do things that'll make you happier every day. Because I think people are like, oh, in the new year I'm going to do this and I'm going to do this. And then they get disappointed because they didn't do this, this, and this. Just try to do new things all the time. It doesn't have to be a specific day. Pineapple's so good. Okay, I'm going to make a little tortilla thingy. It's very good. Move you out of the way, move you out of the way. And I have my little... Don't be stuck in here. I'm stuck. Get me out. Got you out. Oh no, get the little thingies off me. Brush me off, brush me off. I'm brushing it off. Do you like how I make noises when I'm cooking? It's kind of fun, right? Well, if you don't like it, that's fine. It's only me and you. There's a couple of people watching. You're the only one commenting, but thanks for being here. I never like claim to have a big chat. I just have a fun chat. And actually, I talk to the camera because sometimes people watch these videos that don't comment, you know? I have done some videos ASMR style where I don't talk. Thank you, Jax. I'm glad you like them. Where are you from, Jax? Are you from India too? Because I think there was another person commenting earlier that might have been from India. Okay, so I'm going to take some of my tahini. And I still have some of this Baraka grilled eggplant. By the way, I feel like you can grill your own eggplant and it's very delicious. But if you don't have time, I'm really liking this fire roasted grilled eggplant. Oh, thank you. Okay, so this one, I've had the Baraka tahini, and I feel like they're the same company, but I need to look this up. Maybe they just have a similar name. I don't know. But this is like the fire roasted grilled eggplant. It's product of Turkey, but it only has a couple of ingredients. It's eggplant, salt, and citric acid. And it says that it's fire roasted. It's really, really good. So like if you don't have time to grill eggplant, I like this stuff. And this Mideast tahini that I got from the Mediterranean Market, my favorite little mom and pop shop in town, it's good quality. It's just ground sesame seed hulls. Very natural, very yummy. So they're very natural. So I like them. They're yum yums, in my opinion. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little mixture for my tortillas. I'm going to make little tortillas. First, I'm going to get my tahini going, because some people do not keep their tahini in the fridge, but I do just because I feel like it keeps it longer. I want to finish it before most people would, but I just personally like to refrigerate things. You have texting problems? That's okay. You can do whatever you want. You're fine. Thanks for joining in on our live. Okay, so I'm going to take a nice big spoonful of tahini boy. And since I'm the only one eating this, some people probably, oh no, I'm putting the wrong lid. Wrong thing. Wrong lid. Wrong lid. Okay. You go on you. Oh no, tahini's running down the side. You gotta, these little things, like cloths, are great. Because if things start running down the side of your jars, just wipe them off. And then I'm going to get a generous portion. I'm going to do a whole bunch, actually. I like this stuff. Okay. I think I'll just do the rest. It says that this is all eggplant, but I feel like that looks like an onion right there. Like that. And it doesn't say that it has onion in it, but I know what onion looks like. That looks like an onion in here. But maybe it is all eggplant. I just feel like that I see a couple of things that kind of look like onion. I'm gonna use up the rest of it. So next time I'm definitely gonna, I'll just go back to roasting my own eggplants, which I can do right here in the, oh, do you live somewhere where they have fireworks? Nice. We don't have fireworks where I live, because I live in like the Inland Empire, so they're not going to do anything snazzy like that. You could go outside at midnight and hear people scream, and probably illegal fireworks, probably, because you're not supposed to really, like, we have a lot, because it's really dry in Southern California, a lot of ordinances but we don't really have any official fireworks displays. Are these just people shooting off fireworks, maybe, where you live? Probably just people. Okay, so I'm trying to get all of this out. Get out! Get out! Ooh. And, you know, everywhere else in the world besides the U.S., eggplant is called aubergines, because it's the color of an aubergine, right? So it's aubergine grises, coslanese paticans, coslanese. Okay, so you have it in Spanish. You have it in Turkish, and I think this Arabic. Fun. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in to my little channel. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of mix this up as best as I can because I want it kind of creamy, but I didn't want to put too much tahini in because that's going a little bit overboard. I think sometimes I have a tendency to go a little overboard with tahini, and I just really love it. Ooh, can I throw this in? You live by Turkish? Where do you live? Do you live in Syria? Are you Greek? I'm cooking! Oh, yeah, America's a great place to be. I love it, but the only thing I wish is I love America, but what I don't like right now is the political divisiveness. Are you okay? What do you mean? Of course, I mean, I love America, but like what I was going to say is I don't like political divisiveness, and I just feel like every year, that's coffee. Coffee pot's loud. It's a loud coffee pot. I'm making coffee and the coffee pot's not quiet. It's a very loud, it sounds like, I don't know, it's not a high-end coffee pot, but it makes good coffee. It's just a drip coffee pot. You know how some people, they have those real high-end ones? I'm like, I am not going to spend $300 on a coffee pot. Because I'll go to coffee. I'll go get coffee out. Not now. There's no way. Because I feel like you would need to be home 24/7 to enjoy a coffee pot like that. So I have the old-fashioned drip ones. But it sounds like it's going a little nuts there. I think I need to clean it out with vinegar. By the way, that is something I've learned over the years. Like when your coffee pot starts getting clogged up, you're supposed to run vinegar through it. Yeah, every other country is divided, but I guess this is what I'll tell you. Like, yes, many countries are divided, but that's the thing about America. We were supposed to be where everybody was different, but we had this commonality where we all came together as Americans, and that's the thing, like, that kind of makes me sad, because I feel like people are losing that right now. Some people, and like our Constitution, and I'm a big believer in our Constitution. I believe in our Constitution, and I believe in America. I really do. But one thing I just don't agree with right now is how Donald Trump, and I don't know why he needs to do this, and I'm not trying to make this political, but I think like this is a really, really bad decision on his part. But I don't think he can pull it off, because he has a lot of thunder. He's a lot of thunder, and he's a lot of lightning. He likes to talk. But one thing I just don't think is advisable is to think that you can violate our Constitution by saying that you're going to revert birthright citizenship. And a lot of people are like, oh, but no other country has that. But that is actually something that's supposed to make America unique and just a very beautiful place that, and it was enacted because of slavery, okay? It's very important. It's very fundamental. And I know like a lot of Trumpies, they're going to say, no, it's not. Yes, it is. Because let me tell you why. He went too far on that, because after the Civil War, and you know, African American people, they've had a long uphill climb. They didn't even have equal rights until like, I would say, the 1960s and 70s in some places. Like, because there was still segregation. Why do I have an American magnet? Because I'm American. I made it. I made that magnet. I still love my country. I don't hate my country. I still love my country. I cross-stitched it. I made that. This magnet, I made them. Something I created. So, yeah, I believe in the constitutional amendment where people born in the USA have citizenship, and it's a really great safeguard, because that was a way for slaves to become citizens of this country and for their children to be citizens. I think he's just wondering why I have it. Oh my God, you have it so good. I mean, I'm not saying that I have it bad. I'm talking about people that, like, they come to this country, and I feel like if their children are born here, they have the right to be citizens, and that's an intrinsic part of our Constitution. And that's the thing that makes us all very American. And for a new president to come in, and he's not brand new, he's had this first cakewalk, right? I think he has really bad people advising him right now. This is just my opinion on this. And I don't even think he's going to go through with it, because he's a lot of hot air. Because remember how he said he was going to build a wall? And I laughed at that, because I'm like, you're not going to be able to do that. It's not fiscally possible. Now he's saying he's going to deport people, and he's going to revoke birthright citizenship. But he can't do that, because you can't violate our Constitution like that. Like, he's saying a lot of things, but I'm just going to kind of ignore all that. But I do wonder about, like, his followers that kind of think that's really cool, because I feel like they just don't know American history. They don't look into it. They're actually buying into a lot of the xenophobia, in my opinion, that was prevalent back in the 1800s. And there were so many people that tried to, like, squash that down and be like, everybody who moves to America has a chance to become American, and we're all different. Yes, we're all very different people, but the thing that intrinsically it unites us as Americans is that we're all American, and that we all can have a way to make a living and to have some like success. And I guess these things are changing a little bit just because corporations really, I don't even think it's political really. I think just because corporations control so much, right? Your friend blocked you? Well, that doesn't sound like a good friend then, right? Maybe that's not a friend. If somebody blocked you, maybe they're not your friend. I just say, if somebody blocked you, are they really a friend? I don't know. But anyway, so not to get all political, because I hate politics, but I just think, I think he's a lot of hot air. I do, because I think a lot of people are advising him right now, because he keeps changing, and he's not consistent, and he just, that's another thing too. I'm just like, everything's like a hotbed issue. Everybody's like divided. And it used to be people could be divided, but I remember like in the 90s when I was young, it used to be people could have like a political, and this goes into the thing you're talking about right now about people getting blocked and stuff, like friends. Like people used to be friends with each other, and they could have like discussions and like disagree, like conservative and liberal people, and people were friends. Like there used to be guys, like old men, that would get together and play checkers and drink beer, and they would argue politics, and they were like friends, and then they'd read the paper together and argue about it. But now people are like, oh no, you voted for this person, I voted for that person. We went to kindergarten together, but The Amazing Digital Circus, I probably won't watch it because if I want to watch something, I already know things I want to watch. Like I don't watch a lot of specific things, but I have different things that are just in my mind that I want to watch. Like, I don't know, things that right now I'm kind of following when I have time is I'm following like what's happening in Syria on the news. Like that's been a big thing, and I've been watching videos about Jimmy Carter because he was one of my favorite presidents of all time. And he passed away, and he lived to be the longest president in U.S. history. And it's so it's like a Middle Eastern dish, but it's on a tortilla because I have tortillas, so I'm gonna use them. It's so good. So I'll eat the part I didn't cook. It's very good. I don't talk about personal stuff like my age. People don't really talk about that online. Like I share thoughts and stuff, but I talked about this on another live. I don't feel the need to say much about like certain very specific things about that. Just because I just don't think it's important, you know? And I'm also trying to raise awareness that you can be online, but I think you need to be careful. Like some people just, I think that, like I like to talk about issues and different things, but I don't like to talk about too much personal about myself in very specific kind of ways, just because, yeah, I don't really feel comfortable doing that. Plus, I'm trying to model good behavior. I don't think anybody should be posting. That's one thing I was going to talk about. I see a lot of younger people do this, like they post their age online, and I don't think you should do that. Like that's never a good idea. Like nobody on the internet needs to know your age. Like it's not necessary. Like the only time you should be telling someone your age is if they're a really close friend that you know in real life that you trust, or like if it's on a document or something, like an official document. I don't know. You're from Turkey, but you're in England. Or Albania? Yeah, I don't think anybody should be doing that though, but a lot of younger people are. Like I see a lot of younger people posting things that I think are a little questionable just because, oh, Georgia, I'm sorry. Georgia, I heard, was having a lot of issues right now, like with protests. Is that true, Jax? Are there some protests going on in Georgia? But anyway, I just think people should be careful about what they post online. Just my opinion. Like, I like more general stuff. Like, I love to talk about history. I love to talk about travel. I love to share things about Southern California. Because, like, if you ever were to come to Southern California, I have a lot of... Oh, yeah, I've seen pictures of Georgia with the snow. Like, it's supposed to be really beautiful. I heard Georgian food's really good, too. Well, nowadays you can look up any state flag on the internet. I should have... No, this is Georgia. This is Georgia the country, I think. I think Jax is talking about Georgia the country, not Georgia the state. Because he... Which is, it's a little bit closer to, like, Armenia. He's not real? Jax is a task character? Are you a character? Like, are you not real? I like this pineapple a lot. It's so addictive, like... Ooh, this pineapple's really, 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 really good. Oh, from the Amazing Digital Circus. Well, I'm glad, you know, people that are interested in it should watch the Amazing Digital Circus. I haven't had pineapple on pizza in a long time, but it was good when I had it. And I also love mango salsa, which I haven't had in a long time. Because I usually just make, like, traditional salsa with tomatoes, jalapeno pepper, onion. It smells really good. I kind of want to go buy tomatoes tomorrow and make salsa. But, I don't know. Maybe I'll do it. I have a lot of tortillas. I could make salsa just for burritos, but then when I make salsa, I want to have chips. It makes me buy chips, or I can make chips, really. I have a bunch of... A lot of flour tortillas. I could try making chips in the air fryer again, though. That was really good. This stuff is so good. Then we're gonna have some coffee. I want to try this coffee. So, we have nice. The coffee is a nice dark color because I do make it really heavy. I think I might have tried that pupusa a long time ago. A recipe. What kind of recipe are you going to tell me? Is it a mango recipe or a pineapple recipe? I have cinnamon. Cinnamon! Then you just... Yes, I made that one. Have you seen, like, the channel? Now, if you go to my channel, I don't know how many people actually go to my channels. Interesting. First cream, then chicken. Interesting. Pupusas are Salvadorian and tried a few months ago. Basically flour and cheese. Interesting. Okay, thank you for sharing. It sounds good. I don't eat those two things, but if you eat those things, it sounds good. I bet you most people would love it. I don't eat chicken. No, this is on my main channel. I have a hair channel. But on this channel, my first channel, I had the art project that I did. So if you go and you look at like the video that's tagged in the main part of this channel, like there's a video you can tag to your channel for returning visitors. Like if you revisit my channel like more than once. I found out that a lot of people don't really engage. Like, I guess I'm just weird and I'm always curious. Like if I see a video that somebody publishes that I like, I go to their channel and I kind of explore, but I learned recently a lot of people don't do that. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you guys. So anyway, yeah, it's in the main part of my channel, but if you ever see a video that you like that somebody made, like you can go to their channel and a lot of times they have a video that's posted. It's like a highlight. And I would say I'm really happy with that video because I have a long hair channel, right? So I decided to make art that was like an homage to my hair. So that's why I made that video, essentially. What? Why do you ask questions like that? Like, I'm not going to answer that. Why don't you go weigh yourself then? Well, that's nothing to be sad about because, like, obviously nobody, like, talks about that. Just a bit, very not appropriate comment. Like, you could have a nice conversation. Nobody wants to talk about stuff like that. I don't. There are people that want to talk about that, not me. This is really good. Or I'll just say, no comment, because I'm not interested. Yeah, it's a good video. I like it. What are you going to make? Are you going to make that thing, the pupusas that you were talking about? I didn't eat this afternoon, so I stayed up way too late because, like I talked about how I have this second channel, right? My hair channel. So I stayed up late washing my hair. And I know most people are like, oh, washing your hair is so fast, it's so easy, but honestly, like, every time I wash my hair, I like to be careful. I'm not gonna, like, just rip out my hair to, like, wash it. So I take my time, like, when I comb out my hair. So, and then I procrastinated because I did a hair mask. And I don't usually, like, put hair on my, oil on my roots. But last night, I had some of this, I still have it out here. I put it in a hot oil bath, water bath, because it solidified. It's the Manoy to Tahiti Nourishing Yves Rocher oil, and they revamped the recipe to where it's mostly coconut oil with some of the Tahitian flour. Yeah, the tiare flour scent. So I put this in hot water so it was liquefied, and then I added some of the rosemary essential oil to it, and then I put it on my scalp, and I massaged it in with the rosemary essential oil, which a lot of people, they swear that's going to make your hair grow more. And there have been studies that show that it does. Although I just feel like I just personally feel like just gentle hair care and eating a balanced diet help your hair more than anything else. But, you know, I decided to try it because I don't always oil my roots. Like, I very rarely do that. But I just felt like doing it, okay? And I've been doing more clarifying shampoos lately just because I felt like, okay, I used to like to go almost up to 3 weeks without washing my hair because I was getting into this, like, extending out the hair washing thing, which I think a lot of people can do that, especially, right? Why are we writing this? Is that a yellow bear? Like, is this something to do with the circus that you were talking about? I mean, I'm probably not going to do that, but you can do it if you want. And if anybody else wants to do it, I want to put the pineapple away because I don't know what TADC means. Is that like some sort of code? I don't really understand. Anyway, I'm gonna put the pineapple away. And I'll finish him later. Like, it's mostly just pineapple juice at this point. I think I'll just have this hot one for now. I just like to use natural oils. I use Vivis. Personally, I just like natural oil. Like, I use natural oils on my hair. I love natural oil on my hair. So like I was talking about, I use that. And then I'm doing clarifying shampoo, which I really love, like, lately. Like, I've been into this, like, just doing more clarifying shampoo lately. And I decided to do the root oiling last night because I knew I was going to do a clarifying shampoo. So I was up late. And then I went to work and I came home and I was so tired, even though I got off a little early today. Oh, it got all like roasty. Castor oil, I know some people really love that. I've never, like, I've tried a leave-in conditioner that had castor oil, but I have yet to buy castor oil. I really should buy some castor oil and try it out. I know a lot of people really swear by it. I just haven't tried it yet. I usually just do coconut oil because I really like that particular coconut oil that I have with the Yves Rocher. It's my favorite. Yes, it is. Let me tell you why. Oil's good for detangling hair. And like I said, I don't usually use like it on my roots, but I was just trying something different. And mostly the reason I was just trying is because I feel like, because it's so dry outside, I just feel like my scalp has been really dry. And as weird as it sounds, I'm over like extending out hair washing because some people swear by that. And I used to swear by it too, but I feel like once a week washing, I'm kind of back to that. Personally, that's just where I'm going right now. Because I feel like, in my opinion, sometimes like you can extend out washing too much. And I felt like sometimes in the past when I did that, I felt like I would be rinsing out my roots and I'd be doing almost more maintenance. Like, for instance, like there's this one lady, I love her hair. She has really beautiful hair, Catherine Sewing. And like she does all these videos where she talks about things she does to prevent having to wash her hair more than once a month. And sometimes I feel like, yeah, if you have really, really curly hair, that's good. But sometimes I just feel like it might not be so good for your hair in the long term. But that's just my opinion on that. Anyway. But everybody kind of needs to do whatever works for their hair. I don't like the influencers right now who are like, yeah, I do this thing for my hair, and this is what everybody should do, which is so bad advice. That's such bad advice because hair care is very... You don't know about what? Well, you don't have to do it. It's just something I'm trying. I personally think right now washing my hair a little bit more often is better. It's just working for me. Oh, Jax's comment. I don't even know what Jax is talking about. I think he's just really obsessed with some character or something. I'm not typing anything in. But he, if he wants to do that, he can. I'm not really sure why. It used to be, and the internet's changed a lot. Like, I remember, this is really a long time ago. This was like in 2006, and this is kind of corny, and I don't know why anybody did this, but basically somebody had mass spammed Google's search to where if you typed in something about George Bush, some weird thing would come out about how, I don't know, just really, really weird. I just like to be careful with my hair, but I feel like you must have really beautiful hair too, Horchata, because you talk about using castor oil. So I'm sure your hair is looking good. But yeah, I just feel like everybody just needs to be very careful with their hair and just use products that you think work better, and like probably whatever your mom did with her hair or your grandma did. Like those are tried and true things because your family's going to have very similar hair to you. And I feel like oil can be good with your hair, but just diet too. Like I just believe in being very gentle with your hair, and those things really work. But I've grown my hair back. Like I had shoulder length hair about almost 3 years ago, and I grew it back. And I did trim 3 inches off of it in June, but reason being is I had a hemline cut, which I didn't like. And I wanted to straighten it out. So my hair's growing really fast. Like some of that is genetics, yes. But I think a lot of it was I'm just being careful with my hair. But yeah, anyway, am I gonna stay up till midnight? It's almost midnight. Probably. I hope everybody has a nice new year. And look at this. This is so yummy. It's kind of like pizza. It has a tahini, an eggplant mixture, which is kind of like a baba ganoush, Middle Eastern inspired thingy-majig. No, I live in California. We are the last ones to get midnight, except for Hawaii and Alaska. Anyway, everybody. Oh, and Baja California. And Baja. Don't forget about Baja California and Alta California, where I live. And Alaska and Hawaii. We're the last ones. We're the last ones. All right. Have a good night and Happy New Year, everybody.